South China Morning Post, 12th of January 2023, the arithmetic of Rishi Sunak has a solid Asian, Indian, and Chinese flavor. Among other disciplines, I performed poorly in my arithmetic class in elementary school in Hong Kong. But my family relocated to Canada when I was in Form 3 of my secondary education. I entered the Canadian educational system in grade 9 and was the arithmetic whiz in the group overnight. Comparatively to the British and North American schools, Hong Kong taught and still teaches significantly more complex arithmetic starting on the first day of primary school and places a much greater emphasis on memorization, notably on the multiplication table. Perhaps this is why, in the past, Indians and Chinese were stereotyped as having strong arithmetic skills abroad, even though, taken as a whole, we most certainly do not. However, after a few generations of ethnic Indian and Chinese university graduates working at Starbucks, that view is beginning to change. But modern educators value comprehension over memorization. Who doesn't, then? But boy, am I glad I remember my multiplications and fractions anytime I have to exchange money while traveling or make an online stock trade. I won't make a claim as to which system is superior. However, Rishi Sunak, the first non-white person to hold the position of the Prime Minister of Great Britain, has made it his mission to change that because he believes that the British educational system produces too many graduates who lack basic mathematics skills. In a significant policy address, he stated that he preferred math education for all students to last until age 18 rather than the present age of 16. Do they all have to take GCE, A-level math as a result? Oh, the horrors. Many BNO parents who immigrated to Britain would concur with his analysis. Online discussion boards have seen a lot of complaints about how time is wasted and how easy arithmetic is in British schools. No need to worry, by the time students reach the A-levels that route to university education, the math curriculum and tests are essentially the same in Hong Kong and Great Britain. So, while they can, the offspring of BNOers should take advantage of the smooth trip. Even though it doesn't adhere to the British system, as I discovered in my final year of high school in Canada, it won't last forever. Sunak has described his proposed maths education program as a passion endeavour, but I wonder whether Sunak's Indian ancestry may have something to do with it. Too many youngsters in the nation, he claimed, were let down by their lack of workplace-appropriate numeracy abilities as they left school. He said, "This is personal to me." Of course, this is the same person who recently questioned a homeless man about his interest in becoming a banker and whether he worked in finance. Previously, the Prime Minister was employed at Goldman Sachs. Not all Britons have the same career goals. Over the years, I have encountered numerous Asians, mainly Chinese and Indians from the middle class and with college degrees, who, despite their admiration for the nations where they have made their homes with their families, look down on Anglo-American math education with contempt. One factor is that parents in both nations have an unnatural propensity to assume that doing well in school equals doing well in arithmetic and that doing well in school gives you an advantage in the job market. Possibly the most recent generation, at least. Because we both struggle with arithmetic, my wife and I don't have the same obsession with our kids. However, I believe Sunak's parents, a doctor and a pharmacist, share this attitude against arithmetic, which has been handed down to their son. Although it's difficult to see a traditional white prime minister overly concerned with the numeracy of children attending public schools, high-quality education will make the UK great again. But is that a good thing? I much like Hong Kong's system to the simple British one. Why torture so many young children and eat up so many public resources when many would not need the math being taught? However, the degree of math proficiency in